Hello everyone, welcome to Akhira TV. My name is Muhammad Rashid Kamal. Inshallah, today we'll talk about the 7 steps to become successful. Let's start. How many letters are there in success? Who can count them? How many letters are there? 7. How do you spell success? How do you spell success? Awesome. So, now with success, okay, inshallah, we'll be looking at these 7 steps, how this success can be easy, inshallah. With these 7 steps we can talk. These are very life-changing and very important things we'll be looking. Now let's talk about the first thing in success. The first thing in success, the first letter is what? S. What is S stand for? Seeing your goal. See your goal. See your goal. See your goal. Not sing. See your goal. Okay? Now, when you see your goal, okay? Let's say you put your goal. Now, you're gonna see your goal. When you see your goal, if you're tired, you're gonna say, I'm tired, I'm not gonna do my job. You're gonna say that? Yes or no? No. Now your goal is to enter Jannah, right? That's our goal. You're gonna say, no, I'm gonna skip Isha today. It's because it's raining. Are you gonna say that? No. And again, if you see your goal to become one among the Jannah people, right? The Jannah people, are you gonna say like, oh, today I'm not gonna go masjid because I have friend to play? Are you gonna say that? No. Why? Why? Because you are seeing your goal. Now, when you see your goal, Mafuz, tell me about this. Let's say you have a game, a soccer game, okay? Soccer game, you wanna go, but you feel a little bit tired. Are you gonna say, no, today I'm not gonna go to play soccer? You're gonna say that? No. When you see your goal, it's gonna what? It's gonna drive you. Your goal is like what? Like what, Amir? It's like an engine. It's like your gas. Subhanallah. Let's think of you got good money and you went to a dealership, a car dealership, and then you purchased a beautiful car. And your car doesn't have gas. Okay? You spend a good amount of money. You say, I'm not going to pay for gas. Can you drive your car? Can you drive your beautiful car? No, right? Why?
Yes.
Why? Because your car need a gas. You understand? You understand? Now, if you put water in your beautiful car, what's going to happen? It's going to damage it, right?
No.
Now, if you feed something, let's say you're going to play soccer. You're going to play soccer. You say you're going to play soccer, and then you went to play for music or something. It is not going to put you, move you to your goal to become successful. Does that? Does that? No. Why? Because it must align with your, whatever you do must align with your what? Goal. Understood? Goal. Got it. Now, the first thing is what? Seeing your goal. How can you see your goal?
Do it.
How can you see it? Yes, by doing. Shari, tell us to see your goal. Now, for example, how can you see yourself that you're going to be in Jannah? How can you see? What does the hadith say? If you do one good deed and followed by another good deed, that's a sign of acceptance of what? The first good deed. Subhanallah, subhanallah, subhanallah. So, doing one good deed followed by another good deed lead you to what? Eventually to Jannah. Understood? Understood? That's how you see your goal. Understand? Okay. Now, are you all clear with the first thing? Seeing your goal? Now, we're going to talk about in the next episode how to create your goal, what goal needs to be, and so on. Got it? Today, we're just going to understand those important 7 steps to become successful. All right. I'm going to come to you, young man over here. Tell me, if someone see its goal, okay, what's going to make them in their daily life? Okay. Do they sleep too much? All right. Do they eat too much? No, right? If they have a goal, listen up. If they have a goal, everything they need to do is based on their goal. Understand? Understand? Okay. Now, let's take one example with goal. Becoming the successful best soccer player. Okay? Now, you can read a lot about people who become the best soccer player. How did their life pass? Okay? How did they spend their life before they become the successful soccer player? They wake up early, right? Yeah. Wake up early, they practice, even if it's cold, even if it's raining, right? You understand? You understand? Yes. They went for practice. Then eventually they become what? Successful. Why? They picture themselves to become the best soccer player, and then they need to do all the works that need to be done. So, to be successful is not just about hard work, okay? You might see yourself, oh, I am a hard worker, yes, but do you have the picture? The picture in your brain of your goal, okay? You understand? You understand? Now, when you do your goal, for example, like you said, the soccer player, he wake up early, it's morning, he's wake up early, do his exercise, do his practice continually, right? Step by step. Now, do you think he's not gonna face any obstacle? No. He will, right? He will face what? Obstacle. He or she will face and obstacles. Now, what does U stand for? U in success, the next letter is U, right? Success. U stand for understanding obstacles. Now, how can we understand our obstacle? Like, Mahfouz, think about you. You like to play soccer. Now, it's not going to be always good, right? Sometimes you may score goal, another time you may not. Like if you didn't score goal one day and you become so sad and so mad, do you think that's going to add up to your success goal? To your ultimate goal? No, it would not, right? It's going to even pull you further down. To be successful, when you play soccer, what are you going to do? You're going to picture your big picture. You understand? You understand? Your goal, you want to think that you're going to be the best soccer player. So that each kick of your goal, right? When you kick each ball, you'll think you're going to think bigger, subhanAllah, bigger. And another thing, again, your goal is to become among the people who are in Jannah, right? Now, when you think that you're going to be among part of the people in Jannah, and again, there are obstacles. Things may not be always easy. Gotta wake up early to go to masjid, isn't it? Yes. Jannah is not cheap, ya Jama. Jannah is not cheap. It's expensive. It's very expensive. By laying down, by just watching TV, by sitting down, can you get Jannah? No, you can't. Even by hard working and praying and fasting, it's very difficult unless you get Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessing. You understand? So we have to make more dua, malana. Now, to become success again, remember there are obstacles. Tell me one obstacle you face. One obstacle in your soccer, for example. Losing. Yes, your team might lose sometimes. It doesn't mean you lose today. Next time, you may gonna win. So you have to work hard and learn from your lose, right? From your mistake. Understand? Yes. And Amir, I remember you presented your publishing party, right? In Garrison Elementary. Now, when you present your publishing party, wasn't there was some challenges? Yes, always challenge. You got to understand there are obstacles in your life. When you know there are obstacles, what's going to happen?
It's really harder for you.
Now, when you know there are obstacles, you already know you will face obstacle. Then what's going? Your brain will be ready to face the obstacle. Understand? You understand this? You're gonna ready. Now, if your brain is ready, some people might say, have you heard about people who are from a well-to-do family who has good money, but they don't teach their kid very well? Yeah, like a kid coming from rich family and the family didn't teach them about, a lot of things. Those kids, when they go to college, university, they become spoiled, okay? How? Because these kids, they didn't learn about obstacle. They don't know what obstacle is. They don't know what challenge they're gonna face when they are in college or university and so on, right? So you gotta know, you have to understand that you might face what? Obstacles. And do you think this world is full of easy things or full of hard things? It's both, right? It's mix up, okay? Today is raining, for example, and yesterday could be shiny, right? Yesterday was heavy rain. There was so much rain, right? Yesterday, and today it might drizzle, and tomorrow it may shine. You understand? It's full of mix. But when you understand, then you understand there will be obstacles in your life. What's going to happen? You are ready to face your fear and face your obstacles. Okay? Now, the second letter in success is what? Understand your what? Understand your obstacles. Obstacles, right?
Obstacles.
Okay. Now, when you understand your obstacle, things will be easier for you. You can navigate malan. Let's say, think about this. You are in the ocean. You're going to cross from Atlantic to Pacific. Understand? Atlantic to Pacific using what? A boat. Now, if you think, I might face this, I might face this, and you're going to get all the things that you need for those, and you start swimming, you start on your boat, on top of the ocean. Now, if you get ready ahead of time that there will be obstacles, there will be what? Obstacles, and you get ready, you got all your things. For example, you got your phone that can be even work without SIM card, you understand, right? Using maybe satellite and so on, and you got your GPS, you got maybe then one phone doesn't work, you're gonna have a battery, okay? You have a solar in case your battery died. That's all things that are you're making yourself ready for that big travel, big ocean, right? You understand? Because if you are in the middle of the ocean, and if you weren't ready at the first beginning, before you start your journey, what will happen? You're going to be in desperate. Oh, what can I do? I don't have this. What can I do? You see? You understand? Now, when you understand, am I face obstacle before I start this journey? I will make myself ready, Malan. You understand? You understand? Okay? In success, to become successful, for example, you may say, okay, hard work. No, hard work by itself doesn't help. You understand? But understand there are obstacles. Because of those obstacles, you gotta make yourself ready ahead of time. One obstacle, for example, Mafuz. When you play soccer, okay? Let's say your soccer game starts 1 p.m. Your soccer game starts 1 p.m. And you gotta remember there may be traffic, right? There may be traffic, so you gotta leave early. So that's what it is. That's what it is, making yourself ready to fight, okay? Understand. There will be some obstacles while you're in your journey for success. Okay, we're good on the second letter, which is understanding the obstacles. Okay, now, let me ask you one question. What is the benefit of understanding the obstacle? What is the benefit of understanding the obstacle? Okay, Amir.
Understanding the obstacle ahead of time can help you reach your goal.
How it's gonna help you? How it's gonna help you understanding the obstacle? How it's gonna help you?
It can help you because if you didn't think ahead of time, then you wouldn't be able to reach.
Okay, perfect. Let me say it because he's a little bit far away. So I'm gonna say it. What Amir say that understanding your obstacle before you start your journey, it really help you to maybe fight or find a solution when you face that obstacle. Understand? Yes. When you face that obstacle, you're not gonna say, "Oh, what can I do?" And you're not gonna like desperately ask for help. You understand? You understand? Is that clear? Very good point, Amir. Thank you. Now, Mahfouz, give me one example when you cross from Atlantic to Pacific or from Pacific to Atlantic using a boat. If you are well prepared, can you cross that from Atlantic to Pacific? I know it's a long journey, subhanAllah. Yes? isn't it? It's a long journey. It requires a well-planned, right? A well-planned activity. Then yes, absolutely you can cross from Atlantic to Pacific. You understand? As far as you are well prepared and ready. So understand this, that you might face some obstacle, but try to make yourself ready to solve those obstacles. So it's very important, you have to understand that you might face obstacle. When you face obstacle, it's easy, you're gonna solve them. You're not gonna like shiver. All right, let me bring one more example. One more example. You are inside a big jungle. You know jungle, forest, right? You are inside a big jungle or forest, and you have no one to ask where to go. Okay? Now, in that situation, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You don't know where to go. What are you gonna do? All right, Mahfouz. Huh? What did you say? To walk? All right, tawakkul. All right, so absolutely. Okay, you are in the middle of jungle. You don't know nowhere to go. You have no phone, no person to ask. Okay, what are you gonna do?
So, first, you need to find something that you can use to chop down a tree. Then you can make a small house. Then you can gather fruit. And then you really find
Okay. What Amir said that. All right, so,
really find the fruit.
all right. And now picture this, Amir. Maybe the forest is very difficult. You gotta get out from that forest quickly. What Mahfouz say is very important. Yours is good too, if the forest has that kind of situation to do. That means what Amir saying, yes, look around and try to make a sustenance. Yes, absolutely, that might work. That might work. Yes, good job. And also what you say is also very important. Have a tawakkul, means stick. Okay, do what you can do and then rely on who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and go somewhere. Got it? You understand? Very important. Now, the third letter in success is C. Okay? This is very important. Very important. Listen attentively. Create a positive mental picture. Create a positive mental picture. What does that mean? Positive mental picture. Who can tell me? A positive mental picture. Now, yes, positive mental picture is very important in your success. Now, when you have a positive mental picture, that means when you play soccer, you think, yes, I can play very well. Because of that positive mental picture, you play badamba madan. Okay.
You have a positive mental picture. When your parents make aloe vera with coffee powder, you will allow them to put it on your
Here we go. Very good point. Positive mental picture. Okay, what he says is very important. So you're not gonna say, oh, what's gonna do? It doesn't help me. You're not gonna say that, Malena. When you hear something about it, you will accept it and do it. You understand? And what did Amir say earlier about this? About this, he said that consistency. Okay, Amir. Raise your hand. Go ahead. What's your question?
Bobby, can I add on to Mayfuz's question?
Go ahead.
So, if your parents make aloe vera with coffee powder and clove oil and stuff, then you should not be mad and sad and cry.
Here we go. Very good point. Ashadi, what else you want to say about that? Okay? Creating positive mental picture. You understand? If you create a negative mental picture about something that's going to happen on you, what's going to happen? It will happen more bad thing, Malano. It will happen more bad thing. By the way, you can follow us on the TV as well over there, guys. This is the same, okay? You understand? All right. Hey, everyone, let us know where you guys are watching us. We are live here from Washington, D.C. We are talking about the 7 steps to success. This is first episode from khayr TV. Inshallah, we will continue to talk more about success because success is important. Whether you are a religious person or you are a businessman, you understand? Whatever, you need to be successful. Okay, picture it. First thing is understand, see your goal, picture your goal, And second thing, understand the obstacles that you may face. And second thing is creating a positive mental picture. Now, creating a positive mental picture is very important. Why? Why? It's because when you have that positive mental picture, you're not gonna, in the middle of your walk, in the middle of your journey, you're not gonna feel sad or mad, and that might eventually add up more problem, okay? Yes. All right, thank you, Mahfouz. Now, Mahfouz, can you tell us the four important steps to become successful? What is it?
Clear your mind of self-doubt.
Yes, self-doubt. Subhanallah. Self-doubt is very bad. Okay? Mental picture, positive mental picture is very good. And then the next thing is clearing your mind of self-doubt. Sometimes you make yourself a self-doubt, right? When you play soccer, you might say, oh, I may not be good at soccer, right? Those kind of negative self-doubt is going to make you more lose. Understand? Give me one example, Mahfouz, from your experience. When the time you make yourself away from self-doubt and you become the best. Can you remember one? So you're going to share with us. Okay? Clearing your mind of self-doubt. Rasin mataratar. You understand? You understand? That's very bad. So you have to move that. If you don't trust yourself, no one will trust you. You understand? Trust yourself. Trust yourself. And also, gotta clear that from your mind. That's what success stands for. Okay? Now, let's move on. Now, the next thing is very important. Okay? What is it, Mahfouz? Amir?
Embrace the challenge.
Here we go. How can we embrace the challenge? Now, remember, okay, Amir is going to share how can we embrace the challenge. Let's go ahead and give him the opportunity.
So we can embrace the challenge by not running away.
Here we go. You're not going to run away. When you see a challenge, when you see obstacles, you're not going to run away. What you're going to do is you're going to embrace the challenge, because challenge is going to make you more successful and more stronger and braver. Okay. All right. So that is important. And that is the... okay. Now, Shadi, tell us about, once you embrace the challenge, what is next you need to do in success?
Stay on track and review,
Yes.
refine, and maintain.
Stay on track. Review, refine, and maintain momentum. Wow, 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 wow. How can you stay on track? How can you stay on track, Malet? What this means is very important. Okay? When you stay on track means, let's say you're planning to be a successful person, you have to make sure you stay on track. You do what you need to do, you continue to do your work, so that way you can be more successful, okay? So staying on track is very important. You have to review what you have done every day. Okay, stay on track, stay on track. Okay, Amir, let's move on. Let's move on. Now, tell me about refining and maintaining momentum. How can you refine and continue your momentum? Because the momentum is very important. And when you move on, you may face some obstacles and challenge. So you have to continue your momentum by reviewing. Okay. The last is in success. It's show the world you can do it. Execution is everything. Okay. Once you become successful, you have to show that you have done things. So showing that one is very important, but not show off. Not show off, Amir. It's not about show off. Okay. You might be. Okay, sit down, Amir. Nice job, nice work, sit down. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are continue talking about how to become successful, okay? Now, let's talk about one very important. In success, success is not about a vending machine, okay? You can't just tap and get things that you need. No, it's not like that. It's beyond hard work, okay? Success isn't pushing a button for an instant result. Yes, it's not. It's vending machine, you're gonna feed $1 and you get a water. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay? To become successful, you have to feed every day. What you're gonna feed is what you need to do. What you're gonna feed is what you need to do or what you have in your tasks to do. Okay? So remember that success is not like a vending machine that you can quickly get it. No, it is not. So it requires hard work, not only a hard work, but also a constant effort. And those constant effort eventually will lead up to become successful. Now, another important thing about success is it's a system, by the way. It's a system. When we say it's a system, it's setting your mind, a positive mindset, and also following a framework. And it's a lifestyle as well. Okay? Now, as a Muslim, we all know that we need to live a life of Muslim, as a Muslim, okay? Now, you're not gonna say that today I am praying, tomorrow I'm not. It doesn't work like that. So it's a lifestyle. You have to follow that lifestyle. And these 7 steps are very important in a complete approach to our goal that really covers today's session. Will we come back, continue to talk about this more in detail, each one by one. And for today, that covers today's session. Let us know what you guys have or thought about this. And wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.